What's going on, guys? And welcome to the fourth Friday of the year. We're closing out the week, so we're going to do a little recap on what happened, right? We're going to look at our YouTube channel, all the growth there. Pretty exciting stuff on that. We're going to look at our investments. What are those doing? Which investments are doing best? Which are paying dividends and all that. And then we're going to go into, goals for next week. All right, so here we are in the YouTube channel tracker. On this highlighted line, here we have January 27th of 2023. For my weight, I am at 287.1, which means that I've lost 11.4 pounds. So I was going to the gym, doing a lot of work. I did take a rest day yesterday. I kind of just needed to chill because I've been going like on what was it, Wednesday. I literally or sorry, Tuesday, I went to the gym for like 2.5 hours. Wednesday, I went to the gym, worked out super hard. I literally had like aura coming off of me. I felt like I was just about to fight against Frieza or something. It was crazy. And Thursday, I was like, oh, I need to rest my body. So, kind of a slow weight loss week, but that's okay. We're still on track for the multiple goals that I have there. Our investment balance, we are at $1,364.39, which is a stellar performance. Um, Total dividends earned, we are at $1.46 still. That is going to start changing soon. So we'll start seeing some payouts quite quickly on that. Total growth in the portfolio, we are now up 95 cents. Remember, this portfolio started with an old portfolio's negative balance of negative $30.38, as seen in this box here. So we're up basically $31, which is fantastic. YouTube income, again, a big zero. We got a ways for that. However, we have hit over 1,000 subscribers and we nailed it out of the park. We are 1,220 subscribers. Thank you guys so much. I very much appreciate it. We have hit one of the benchmarks to get monetized and start earning YouTube income. So thank you so much, guys. Like, that means the world to me. It really does. Now we just got to get our watch hours up, but total views, we're at 39,413 views. So we've had some success with this. At least it's success to me, right? YouTube is something that I did once a long time ago in the past, but now I'm really focusing on it. It's awesome to see the growth of the channel and like being able to track this live like every couple days with you guys is just so surreal to me. Like it's like, oh my god, look at this growth. Like this is happening and we're talking about it, we're documenting it. you know we talk a lot more about finances and stuff like that on this channel, but I hope that any content creators, they can find motivation in this, because I find it like it's pretty surreal. Like, I gotta say, like, it feels good. Um so total watch hours, same thing as before. I'm still at 1.2k. Right now, it said 1.2k on Monday. I don't know if that meant it was like 1153 and now I'm at 1299. I don't really know, but I want to dive into my YouTube channel analytics and take a look at this. So here we have in the past 28 days, right? And we started this channel 28 days ago. So eventually I'm going to need to start changing how I run these statistics, but that's okay. So I have my views here. It tells me right on the front. I have my 1.2k subs, and right over here in real time, I have my subscriber count, right? Watch time, I don't really know what this means. If somebody knows how to find the actual watch time hours, please put a link in the comments, because I don't know how to do that. But you can see here, like, on January 20th, I had 6,100 views. Then, the 21st was slow, 848. Like, it's a grind, don't get me wrong. But for instance, yesterday, we had 5,796 views, but a lot of that's come from shorts. So I have my top content here. This is a short that I made about Turo. I do Turo as like a side hustle. It helps me buy a bunch of cars and not have to, have car payments and stuff. But so like I did that yesterday and I got 20 or 2,477 views. As I said about the aura thing, I came out of the gym and I was steaming all over my body. I was like, "Oh my god!" Put that on the put that on as a short. That got 2,200 views. And then I did a video on BlackRock, which was a little longer, still only 5-minute video though, and that got 781 views. So one of the things that I'm seeing is my channel's growing really quickly because I'm doing these YouTube shorts, which are a blast. I actually think they're very fun to make. They're quick, they're easy, and like it kind of lets me be a goof. I'm kind of a goofy guy, so it's kind of fun. But I'm not getting much watch hours out of them. It's growing the channel and I get subscribers and stuff, which is fun. And it lets me kind of give a creative outlet to just do stupid stuff. But my watch time has been a little lower. So, that BlackRock video, I think got like 50 hours of watch time or something like that. But that's something that is a focus. Like if you look at these that have a lot of views, like this is just a troll video. Like this is a 7-second short. It's got 5,000 views, but it doesn't really help me get to the watch hours that I'm trying to get to. So I don't know. That's kind of what the YouTube channel looks like. Popping over to SoFi, guys, if you're looking for a platform to invest in where you can set up automated investments, I have a link for SoFi down in the description. As of right now, if you start a new investing account with 10 bucks, they'll give you $25. So it's a pretty good bonus. If you want to get into that, links down below. But yeah, here's that total balance. 130, or sorry, 1364.39 for a 95 cent total gain. Here's our dividend count. And no real withdrawable funds. I have 62 cents in there, whatever. And then we have all of our scheduled buys down here. All right, so jumping into Seeking Alpha, this is where I like to track my portfolio, get updates on news, stuff like that. I have everything in the portfolio sorted out by value. We are 20 days into investing, which means we have $100 now invested into pretty much everything, except for a few exceptions. O, which is Realty Income Corporation, we invested $10 a day, so we have 200 bucks into that. And then SCHD, that's Charles Schwab's dividend ETF, we have $200 into that as well. But starting at the top, we have JEPQ. This is one of the few things in the portfolio that we're not investing $50 a day into. I bought 5 shares of it so we could track what this does. It's a brand new fund. It's supposed to work like JEPI or QYLD or similar to those, where it's going to pay us out every month. But just to track it and see how it works, we have $216.65 invested in JEPQ. That's 5 shares. In the next couple days, they should announce their dividend. So that's kind of what we're waiting on. I think that should happen Monday or Tuesday. Just looking at historically when they announce their dividends, it's usually the last couple days of the month. So, not much time left. It's the 27th. I'm imagining that should happen on Monday or Tuesday. So it'll be good to see what we're going to get paid as a dividend for that. But ticker symbol O, or Realty Income Corporation, we have 3.05 shares. I was hoping we'd get to 3 shares, and we did. That's worth $208.46. So 200 bucks in, we've profited $8.46, and we haven't even hit a dividend yet. So kind of exciting. On the 31st, they're taking their snapshot to see how much they're going to pay us. They're going to pay us out our dividend 15 days later. So that's exciting. Yeah, just good to finally get some dividend income coming in, and great growth from Realty Income. SCHD, we're down a little bit. I mean, we're down 57 cents on 200 bucks. I'm going to call that even. Realistically, I would hope that SCHD comes down a little bit so we can buy more at a discount. But we're at 2.61 shares, which is great. Not too much to say there. We're about even. Now, NASDAQ, this is the other stock that's not being bought regularly, right? We had this in the portfolio, and rather than selling it off, it does kind of meet the mold of the goals of the portfolio. It's a low dividend, but it does pay a dividend. The dividend's been increasing for the past 10 years. So, good dividend growth. I figured I'd keep it in there just as another thing, right? We have 2.31 shares of that. And they did just announce a new dividend. So they're going to be paying 20 cents on March 31st. So paying out 20 cents per share on March 31st, based off whatever we have on March 16th. 2.31 shares, 20 cents. We're getting 46 cents. So that'll be random. But, so a little bit of earning there from something that was just sitting in the portfolio prior. Now, getting into the stuff that's $5 a day, every day so far that the market is open this month. MPW leads the way. We're up $3.35 on our $100. We have 7.91 shares, which is just awesome to see. It's good to see like a solid count of shares. Like it feels good, at least feels good to me. That dividend, it looks pretty good. So this is quarterly, which means we're not going to be paid a dividend in a little while on this, and I'm okay with that. We're building our shares, building the wealth in MPW, and we'll see how that goes. We have AT&T, which is ticker symbol T. That we have 5.16 shares of. Again, just feels good to have like real whole shares of stocks. So that we're up $3.04 on our $100 investment. With them, we will get a little bit of a dividend payout, just like a smidge. That'll be coming in on February 1st. So one of our first dividend payouts from this portfolio, which is kind of exciting. Year-to-date growth has been stellar. But yeah, we'll see what that dividend looks like. I don't think it was really on very much because they took the snapshot on the 9th, which means we probably had like $50 invested, which is not very much. Not even $50. It was probably like 25 or $30. So not a huge investment at that point, but it is still a dividend and we're still getting paid. BlackRock, we are up $2.57 on our investment there. We have 0.14 shares. BlackRock, there's been a lot of movement. I made a video on that. If you want to check out what's going on with BlackRock, all good news. We're seeing the larger dividend for the forward dividend payout here. They're going to pay $20 this year per share, which is pretty good. I mean, that's a solid number. And you can see that my video on that and why I think that it's pretty solid as an investment. Again, I'm not a wealth manager, credit counselor, financial advisor. I'm just a guy in a triangle shaped room talking about stocks, but I do think that was a pretty good video. So they're going to take a snapshot of what we own on March 6th and then pay us out on March 23rd. So that'll be hopefully a pretty good payment. That should be pretty good. And again, great growth from BlackRock, which is nice. JEPI. So a lot of hype on JEPI right now. This is JP Morgan's premium income ETF. So we have 1.82 shares of JEPI. We're down 10 cents, which is okay. I don't care about that. Basically even. JEPI is a newer fund. It's 2 years old, so they have 2 years of dividend growth. Same story with JEPQ, as we don't know when they're going to pay this dividend out. It looks like, again, snapshot will probably happen Monday or Tuesday, and they'll tell us how much we're getting paid. We should get some quick turnaround time on that dividend payout. As you can see here, they take their snapshots at the end of the month and they pay out in the first week usually. So, we should get some good dividend income there. They usually pay about 1% of your holdings per month. So, if we're at 99.9, I'd expect to get about $1. So that'd be kind of cool. We'll see if we get our dollar that we hope to get out of our 1.82 shares. And then we have Pepsi and Procter and Gamble. Okay. I kind of just lumped them together because they are down and these are long-term dividend paying stocks. Most people would call these dividend kings. Everyone calls them dividend aristocrats. They have raised their dividend payouts for the past 50 years or more. So I don't mind these going down. These are stocks that I would like for them to go down. Um, so and they are, which is good. So that's a good thing, which is weird, but it's a good thing. So Pepsi, we're down, was at $3.26. And we have 0.57 shares. We missed the dividend for January, so it's going to be a little while till we get a dividend payout, but I'm liking the higher forward dividend yield based off the decreasing price of Pepsi. Same thing with Procter and Gamble. Procter and Gamble, we were down $5.03. So we're an entire day of investing behind, which sounds so stupid, but we're down an entire day of investing behind on Procter and Gamble, and I am loving it. All right. Again, 66 years of consecutive dividend increases, which means I'm getting my future money at a discount right now. We have 0.68 shares, and they're about to pay out a dividend on February 15th. So even though they took that snapshot on the 19th, so that was 8 days ago, we still did have like half a share. So we should get a decent dividend payout on February 15th. And what it looks like here, right, if I just go to dividend payout dates, it looks like we should have a decent month of dividend payouts this month, right? So we're going to have JEPQ, right? Because they pay monthly. JEPI is going to pay monthly. So we'll get paid from those two. We missed Pepsi, unfortunately. We missed MPW, unfortunately. But AT&T, we're going to get paid out. Realty Income, we're going to get paid out. Procter and Gamble, we're going to get paid out. So we're going to get paid out on 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're getting paid out on 5 holdings in our portfolio. So we'll have a little bit of excitement with February. Following that, March, we'll get some payouts from, NASDAQ, BlackRock. Again, we'll get a payout from Realty Income. We'll get a payout from JEPI. We'll get a payout from JEPQ. So you can see how oh, wow, these kind of rotate in and out of each other. And then every quarter, a couple of them are going to step in where a couple of them come out. And, we're finally going to see a little bit of action, which is nice. So good stuff there for sure. All right. So what are some things that I'm looking forward to next week and what are some goals? First of all, at some point next week, we should cross that $1,500 border, right? When we have $1,500 in the account, that's a good little boost to, oh yeah, I forgot this is actually real money, because it kind of feels like play money since I'm just using it for a YouTube channel. But those little milestones were like, wow, this is $1,500. We've got $1,500 in an account. That's pretty good in a month. So, that's something I'm definitely looking forward to. As far as content, right? I definitely want to focus back on creating some of those good videos, maybe trading tutorials, maybe some of that kind of stuff, or investment for beginners type stuff. Because I do want to get those watch hours up. I really enjoy making these shorts, and a lot of them are more stupid and funny, and they're meant to be motivating and stupid, but they're really fun to make. I enjoy them. But I do also want to grow the channel as far as monetization, because if I am earning a little bit of money from YouTube, then we can sort of expand on what we're doing with the channel. I had said at the very beginning that I want to publicly track YouTube earnings as not only a platform for investing, but also just motivating other people to get out and create and do something that they enjoy. I had said from the beginning, any of the money that we get on this YouTube channel, I intend on investing in another account on SoFi so you can see what really happens behind the scenes. a lot of these YouTube gurus, they'll invest 40 grand of their own money. And I'm not saying that that's bad. Like, I'm doing a similar thing. I'm trying to put 13 grand a month into an account, right? So, I agree it's good content? I think it is. I like it. I like watching all of these guys. But they're not making their money and making their living off of investing 40 grand. No way. They're investing their money that they're earning from their YouTube income, and that's what they're using to live off of. So I want to invest that, right? I'm in for the long haul. If I can invest that money, right? And maybe if I start making $1 million on YouTube someday, which I doubt, right? But if I start doing that, then maybe I'll take a little bit out. But if I can, invest that money and show you guys what it can do, maybe that's motivating for you guys. I know that not everyone wants to have a finance channel. Finance channels are like the most oversaturated thing on the internet. So, like, to have a weight loss finance motivational channel with cars and stuff, like, I get it. It's been there, done that. But I hope that maybe in the candidacy of this whole thing, where it's like, wow, this kid like started a YouTube channel, invested the money, grew the channel, focused, and got there. Like, look at what his channel's income has invested into. So, maybe we hit 2 mil, and that'd be awesome. So, that was kind of a rant, and I apologize, but I really do think that that's going to be my focus. I want to make some really good, like, sort of in-depth tutorials to help people feel more comfortable with getting into investing and all that. I really had a good time making the video on how much money it takes to move to Thailand, including like a little house hunters style action on there. Because I had a blast making that video, and it took forever to edit. Like, that video took time, and I'm seeing that now. Like, a lot of these videos, even this video, takes like 2 hours to make, 3 hours to make. It doesn't sound like a lot, but I try to like cut it out and then redo the video so that I can have a solid flow of information without rambling, like I'm doing right now. But so that's definitely a goal. I would love to see the subscribers just continue to grow. So if you haven't subscribed, feel free. It's all about the journey here. But that's not really my focus. My focus is to make good content that people want to watch, and also just like keep myself accountable. Because I will say it's pretty motivating. Like, my weight, I actually got it down to 185.2, and I was like, oh my god. But I also took that rest day, or the 2 rest days that I was talking about, because my body was so sore. So I just like ate a little bit, lounged, took a day off. Like, I had to just breathe for a second. And then tomorrow I'll be right back into it. You know what I mean? I'll go back into the gym like a psychopath. And I love it. Like, I'm actually having a good time. I'm building up some traps. I've been boxing. It feels good. Like, I feel better about myself. I have less back pain, which feels good. So, focusing on the gym, focusing on creating some more in-depth content separate from just tracking what's going on. That's really my goal. I want to get in the habit of at least one good informative video, whether it's like the video I just did on BlackRock, or if it's something like the Thailand. I want to do a video about moving to Japan, retiring there, Portugal, Brazil, all these different things. So I kind of want to look into these hot spots that people talk about. That, and I got to read this book. We're doing a little book club thing. We're reading Atomic Habits, speaking of habits, by James Clear. And I gotta finish this book. I gotta get into it and take some notes and really mark that book up. So, that's something I gotta do. And I don't want to spoil it in videos over the next week or so. But yeah, just direction for the next week. I'm excited to see Procter and Gamble and Pepsi continue to drop. I think that BlackRock is going to keep going up, although I don't really want it to. AT&T has been in the news that it's overvalued and all this stuff, so we'll see what happens there. I got really no expectations for next week. I think the market's going to trade kind of flat. We'll see what happens, and if Realty Income could drop a little bit, that'd be great. But it's just up to the moon, and it's just doing its thing. So no real complaints. But I wish you guys all happiness, health, and wealth as always. And with that, roll the outro.